What's going on, everyone? Welcome into a game day update. I'm Kelcey, and joining me today from Miami, Florida is the wonderful, the one and only Jason Jackson. He's the radio play-by-play and TV host for the Heat. What's going on, sir? Good morning.
Listen, I'm just here in paradise. If you can't walk in Memphis, you might as well blaze in paradise. 82 degrees here as we record this at 10:12 Central Time. People should know that here you are, literally, what is this, 7 hours before the tip? And you're out here. Actually, no, it's with 8 hours before the tip, and you're making content happen. Whoever needs to know,
we're doing it.
Stop paying Canadian in dollars. You pay Kelcey in USDs and up it right now.
Oh my goodness. You guys hear that? Okay, let's get to it. The game tips off at 6:30, as you had mentioned slightly. This is a game where, look, some guys are out, some guys are in. I'm going to do it quick for us. Ja is out, obviously. BC doubtful. Kyle is out, and Zaire is questionable. And then you guys, do we know, is Jimmy back today? He's missed the last 4.
Let me ask. Jimmy, you good? You'll let me know later? He'll let me know later.
Okay, cool.
Let me know later.
So the game totally changes if Jimmy is in or out. Let's be honest. You guys are opening a 4-game homestand. This is the 4th team on the East versus the 4th team on the West. There's a lot going on. And it's the second meeting of this year. You guys smoked the Grizzlies in the first one, 129-103. But this is what I'm going to say. In that game, just in the end of October, I think it was 52% from the field, 56% from the 3-point line. And you guys have had some ups and downs from the 3. You've had some games this year where it's just been not great at all, and some where you're shooting 1,000,000% from the 3. How does that change going into today? The Grizzlies, I feel like the main thing they got to do is stop the 3 points.
Yeah, listen, the Heat are going to shoot a lot, right? They're going to shoot a bunch. They have one of the great shooters in the world in Duncan Robinson. And it's not even really about, it sounds ridiculous, Kels, really not about the makes. Isn't that amazing? Think about the freedom you must have as Max Strus or Kyle Lowry or Duncan Robinson or the other folks that find themselves behind the 3-point line trying to knock them down. Vincent, Hero, Martin.
All of the shooters.
Butler, possibly. Everyone's shooting threes. I mean, Dwayne Dedman shoots threes, okay? If Omer Yurtseven finds himself, he said Omer Yurtseven. Oh, you guys wish you had the yurt. Oh, I climb inside the yurt. It's so closey in there. Those guys are firing from 3. It's part of the Miami Heat offense. Why? Because it opens everything up for the attackers to do what they have to do. When Kyle wants to attack, as Jimmy attacks and then attacks and then attacks and attacks. By the way, if that man gets to one of those blocks, left or right block, it don't matter. Maybe in the paint about the same distance away, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. He's moved to that space of he can get to where he wants, how he wants to get what he wants. We just need him on the floor. As long as he's on the floor, it's close-up shot time. That space is created to do that type of work from the shooters. And so Spo wants that thing to fly. There's nights when Duncan, it just doesn't look good from a percentage standpoint, but from a scheme standpoint, he's got to get up 10. He's got to get up 15 if he didn't make any of the first 10. There's a craziness to that, but there's a freedom to that. And so, yeah, if you can get the 3 ball out of the Heat offense, remember, though, there's a shift that they'll make. They'll recognize you're pressing up, backdoor cuts. Now they're crushing you in the paint. So it's rhythm. If you can get the Heat offense off of its rhythm, then you might have something going for you. The tough part is they're gonna start from the edges, and if they're knocking it down from there, you're starting out in the deficit.
Yeah, here's my follow-up question to that. You're looking at a team with the Grizzlies that's number 1 in points in the paint versus, I think, 24, 25 with the Miami Heat. Mm-hmm. And they've got Jaren Jackson Jr., Steven Adams down low, where the size doesn't quite match up with the way Miami plays. Does that make a difference? They've got 2 big guys down low, and they're the ones kind of facilitating and getting those points in the paint.
For the most part, the Heat don't have any problem playing what they like to say in the mud. Slow it down a little bit, trudge it, let it go. It's better when Bam's around for that. Bam won't be around for a few weeks. We were told he had surgery on that thumb issue over this past weekend. We hope that all went well. We'll get an update probably later today. But without that, right, Dedmon, serviceable, has to play in spurts. Yurtseven learning now on a quicker tempo than probably anticipated. This was supposed to be a really full development season for him at the highest level. This is doing it not in the G League. Now you're doing it, you know, as the third center on an NBA team. That's new for him. When he got in, what was that? We were in Indianapolis on Friday night, and Spo just made a change. The previous game, he went to Kelcey Wright, but he went to Yurt, and things were absolutely kind of like a baby falling out of their mother in the forest, kind of a Bambi deer scenario, you know, trying to get those.
Where did that analogy come from?
First got his feet together and then got those hands together, and then some confidence started coming. And all of a sudden we were watching an NBA player kind of almost blossom in front of us. You can't do that against Stephen Adams, right? Like you can't, like he's a savvy veteran, super strong, super big. It's going to be interesting to see how the Heat go about it. They have no problem playing all four of their centers, none. So it's going to be fun to watch to see how Spo deals with the size that Memphis has up front.
Here is my last question to you. If I'm looking at this game, I love looking at certain matchups because I like watching I watch my position that I played. I watched the shooting guard. I'm like, oh, love that matchup. So if Jimmy's playing tonight, my matchup that I want to watch is Jimmy versus Dylan. If he's not in, or you know what, in addition, a second one. I know it's early, guys. It's 10.
No. I just remember a Jimmy Dylan thing once. What was that last year?
What?
Where Jimmy started going, he got going and he yelled at Coach Jenkins, "You might want to take this kid off me." You don't remember that one? Yeah.
No, I remember call 12.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh yeah. We do remember
There's some history between these.
The Miami Memphis shenanigans. I like that stuff. That stuff's fun, right? Like we don't want it to turn into the mess we had in Denver with folks pushing each other around. Markieff Morris still hasn't played.
Yep, he's still out.
It's that whiplash with the MVP. That's a fun. I like that one. I'm gonna keep an eye on that one because I remember some sauce. Number one, Jimmy hasn't played. Number two, and your boys were all out last night having a ball. I bought them all bottles last night.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Bottles to the room.
Yeah,
had them set up in the club. I'm just the host with the most.
No alternative motives. Just a kind fella.
What'd you say my title was?
The King.
Television host was what I was going for. So I just take care of the people who come to Miami. By the way, the ones that tell me that they're here when they're here.
Yeah, I went to Miami last year and didn't tell Jax everyone. Sorry. It's anyway, the second matchup that I was gonna say is Desmond and Duncan. Who's gonna shoot better? I feel like that's big, you know, who shoots better gives their team the chance to win.
Des had a show the other night, didn't he? I had to shout him out on Sirius XM NBA radio yesterday morning. I was like,
okay, career high.
When the jaw's away, the mice play. I get it. No, I'm super excited that the ball club has been able to maintain some positivity. A lot of teams, when they lose the tip of their spear, you know, everybody starts looking around going, credit to the staff, credit to the players. I'm super proud of what Memphis has been able to do. The winning streak's going to stop tonight, but it's been fun cheering for you all up until now.
We will see. The game tips off at 6:30.
Twice a year, we're not on the same side, and you still give me that face.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who can't hide my emotions on my face, so I apologize. I appreciate your time today, sir.
Thank you.